Welcome to the first early morning edition, just for today. March 12th, Getting Out of the Rut. Basic text, page 78. Sometimes it seems as though nothing changes. We get up and go to the same job every day. We eat dinner at the same time every night. We attend the same meetings each week. This morning's rituals were identical to the ones we performed yesterday, and the day before that, and the day before that. After the hell of our addiction and the roller coaster craziness of early recovery, the stable life may have some appeal, for a while. But eventually, we realize we want something more. Sooner or later, we become turned off to the creeping monotony and boredom in our lives. There are sure to be times when we feel vaguely dissatisfied with our recovery. We feel as though we're missing something for some reason, but we don't know what or why. We draw up our gratitude lists and find literally hundreds of things to be grateful for. All our needs are being met, our lives are fuller than we've ever hoped they'd be. So what's up? Maybe it's time to stretch our potential till its fullest. Our possibilities are only limited by what we can dream. We can learn something new, set a new goal, help another newcomer, or make a new friend. We're sure to find something challenging if we look hard enough, and life will again become meaningful, varied, and fulfilling. Just for today, I'll take a break from the routine and stretch my potential to its fullest. Getting out of the rut. All I am is a rut. My life is a rut. And in recovery, that's just going to be your standard operating procedure for a while. There's a lot of growing up to do if you were an addict from early age. And I didn't start early in my teens, but I started in university very quickly. And didn't stop until just past my mid-20s. And now I'm not using, but everything I do, I'm still do as an addict. My routines are all addict routines, even though I'm not using drugs. I'll go to bed and I'll watch the same thing every night before I go to bed. This episode. I'll have to smoke my little stupid jewel before I go to bed as I'm falling asleep. I'll have to do the exact same thing in routine, in sequence. And that's because even my job now, I'm working, I wasn't working a job, but now I am working a job. I'm working full-time, 40 hours a week, 5 days a week. Full-time, because I'm an addict, every day. So, even my lunch that I make, it's the same thing every day. Boom, boom, boom. So it feels like, even though I'm not addicted to drugs anymore, but I'm still an addict. So even switching it up here and there, making little changes on the daily, trying to push out of your routine. Because I love routines, I think. Yeah, I do. But that's the addict in me. Yeah, it can be. Left to my routines when they go terribly are bad. But my routines can also keep me, clean and, doing great things all day. But as an addict, I either do something and I do it every day with routine, or I fucking don't do it at all. Even when I buy food at the grocery store, it's I'm not switching anything up. I'm not oh, maybe I'll try this and make this for myself. It's no, I'm having the same thing I had last week. Fuck, man. Even this, doing this every day. Jeez. So, try to add something, I guess. Like for me, I like to play a little guitar, maybe a little song. I got like 2 songs that I'm working on now, and I just like to play that, 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, and just find an opportunity to switch up out of your routine, if that's, what you're in. And it's super hard because your routine for me, I guess, is my comfort zone, and that's why I love to just back into it so much, because I just like that comfort zone. Like I even use the exact same like fucking pillow in the exact same way, like while I watch TV from my bed, South Park specifically, than when I'm like falling asleep. It's just yeah, it's like crazy. It can get pretty tight sometimes. So remember, you're allowed to switch things up. You're supposed to get out of your comfort zone. Getting out of your comfort zone is the way that you're going to get out of this rut that you're in, which is recovery. Recovery is a rut. That's what it is. You're not using anymore, so you're not making the hole bigger. But you're going to have to do some work to get out of this rut. So switch it up. And like, I hate switching it up. I always feel like when I switch it up and try new things, I'm always getting pulled in a different direction. Like, oh, I just started this like one thing for work and I'm just gonna do this forever. And then I'm like, oh, but I got this other like little like podcast thing that I'm doing, and it's like, oh, now these like 2 different forces are pulling me apart and I'm feeling all, stretched between the 2. But I think that's how you're supposed to feel. You're supposed to investigate. You're supposed to push it. So yeah, don't back away from a little switch up in your routine. Thanks for joining me for the early morning edition of Just for Today. Have a clean 24. I'm Heavy Brown. Out.